You've probably been engrossed in all the drama that is The Bachelorette this season with Claire and then moving things into Tayshia. We thought it would be great if we had one of the contestants kind of give you their view on what's going on with the season, because it is very talked about. You may have seen this face on TV here in the Tampa Bay area. He wasn't on our station, so we're not going to talk about that. But he is a Florida native from South Florida. Garen, thanks so much for talking with us and kind of like giving us all the insight that we've ever wanted to know.
Absolutely. I'm excited to chat with you. And I did intern at ABC Action News, so we can't forget about that.
There's the connection there. Tell me what it was like to be on a reality show with COVID. Like, that's a whole different kind of protocol in itself. It does make for a different version of The Bachelorette, if you will.
Yeah, I love that. Well, the crew, the production crew did a great job of making me feel very comfortable. I'm sure the other guys felt that way as well. And so it was completely like in a bubble. You know, that was the big talk about our season, was that we'd be in a bubble, and everyone just took all the necessary measures to make sure that there was nothing that would hinder us being able to, you know, pursue love with Claire.
I would say that your shining moment came during the dodgeball game. It caused quite the commotion.
You know, that was a pretty crazy moment. And I guess in my head, I was thinking that, number one, we already agreed to the terms of the game before the game. You know, as a man, when you say you're going to do something, you should do it, right? And I guess we were just kind of, once we lost the game, we were kind of just holding out, waiting for, you know, Claire or Chris Harrison to say, like, all right, you know, you don't have to do it. And we were all just kind of standing there. And I wanted to really just take that moment to just own my body. Like, you know, I made the post on Instagram about how I've always had these issues with my body image since college. You know, right after college, I started getting, you know, that out of shape adult body, and never really was able to take ownership of that.
Claire's been getting a lot of flack this season.
Mm-hmm.
What would you tell the audience if you could defend her honor, if you will? Because, of course, we only see what we're shown. You were there for weeks at a time.
She is catching a lot of criticism. And I love this question because, you know, I think people tend to veer towards the negative. So this is a great question about what is she really like? And my experiences with her were all great. You know, one-on-one, the times we did get to hang out, I mean, it was fantastic. She's very present. She looks at you in your eyes. She asks you questions. It was easy to like be around her, you know. Yeah, I'll say that one-on-one, Claire's awesome. And she is not as, I guess, as aggressive as she comes off.
A lot of the guys had kind of been like, she loves Dale. She's not really into us like she is into him. Did you see this twist coming?
You easily notice the connection she had with Dale. I personally saw it the first night. I saw their date the first night, so I saw how much she was into him, you know? And at the same time, it didn't discourage me from pushing to get to know her myself. But like everything I saw, it makes sense.
I think we're all into Dale, just to be honest. Y'all are hot.
Dale's a stud, man. Dale's a stud. He walked in and definitely stands out when you see him.
You've been back in the classroom with your students. How has that conversation gone?
At first, they were a little nervous to bring it up. I don't know why. The students have been so shy to bring it up to me, but they talk about it behind the scenes because like other people will reach out to me and say like, oh, the students were talking about it. But for some reason, they're just so nervous to bring it up to me. So
if people are interested in finding you, like I said, your TikToks go off. If they are interested in finding you on the social media world or in the social media world, how can they find you?
For Instagram, people can find me at Garen Flowers, Garin Flowers. On TikTok, it's easy, Flowers on Flowers.